Hey, Madumu YouTube, welcome back to a new video with Rams fan YT. In today's video, we're going and having a look at a bit of non-league football with the best winter transfers of the top tier of the non-league game of the National League. This is a penultimate one. I will be doing a National League North and South one, but that takes a bit harder work to find both information and there's more clubs. So, let's just go into the National League ones, though. These weren't as bad to find out as I thought they were. There was some difficult ones. But we'll go with Aldershot Town to begin with Harry Panayotu. Panayotu was Aldershot Town's joint top goal scorer last season and scored an impressive 8 goals in the final 14 games. Pretty good going, really. And so Panayotu is also one of just a few Aldershot Town players that plays international football. He represents St Kitts and Nevis and has scored 10 goals for the Sugar Boys, including a hat-trick against Turks and Caicos in 2015. The forward is in what most would call the prime of his career, and he has high ambitions. Out Shum, Alec, Madumu. The player had stints with non-league clubs such as Stalybridge, Northwich Victoria and Stockport Town before moving to the Welsh Premier League with Cefn Druids. Madumu then played for Sheriff Tiraspol in Moldova, obviously now famous for their campaign against Real Madrid, beating them at Bernabeu. He then moved to Ankaraspor in Turkey and most recently with the Georgian team Kutaisi. Being a professional player means being strong and fast. I believe that he can qualitatively strengthen the team. He plays as a midfielder that destroys the attack of opponents, but he likes to create in football. He played many matches for clubs, including in Europe, and for the Zimbabwe national team, meaning he had to apply different skills, including creative ones. Barnet, Teddy Howe. He's full of enthusiasm, energy and drive. He's another player who offers different qualities to what they have there already. The versatile fullback was released by Blackpool, and Howe joins with Football League experience under his belt, having worn the colours of Reading, Blackpool and Scunthorpe United at senior level. The 23-year-old is a product of Reading's academy, which has had numerous other famous ones as well. Pretty certain Michael Lise was from Reading's academy. And he went on to make 6 appearances with the first team before joining the Tangerines at the start of the 2020 campaign. The Irons signed a defender on loan last season, but he returned to Bloomfield Road following the conclusion of the campaign and hasn't really featured since. Boreham Wood, James Comley. A robust and reliable player, James Comley is best known as a stalwart number 8. But perhaps unbeknownst to some, the 31-year-old doubles up as Montserrat's vice-captain. He has enjoyed spells with St Albans City, Kettering Town and Maidenhead United, amongst others, and arrives with a wealth of experience at National League level. The 30-year-old defensive midfielder began his career with Crystal Palace, making 4 senior appearances for the Eagles before departing Selhurst Park in 2010. He played an integral role in the Magpies' 2016-17 National League South title winning side and left after 5 seasons with them. Bromley, Scott Wagstaff. He has bags of experience, having spent the majority of his career playing EFL football. Wagstaff first made a name for himself whilst at Charlton Athletic, making over 100 senior appearances for the club. In his first campaign with the Addicts, he was named Young Player of the Year, collecting a handful of championship appearances in the process. In 2012, he was a key part in the side that clinched the League One title. Whilst at the Valley, the midfielder spent time on loan at AFC Bournemouth and Leyton Orient, whilst getting his first taste of non-league football with Northwich Victoria. In 2013, Wagstaff swapped Charlton for the League One side, Bristol City, where he went on to make over 70 appearances and enjoyed yet more silverware. He won League One yet again, whilst also getting his hands on the EFL trophy in the same season. The midfielder then moved on to Gillingham, where he'd stay for 2 years, 2 years before departing in 2018. The Kent-born player then signed for AFC Wimbledon, before making Forest Green Rovers his next destination for 2 years later. 2 years later, sorry, not 40 years there. Wagstaff most recently played for fellow National League side Aldershot Town. Chesterfield, Joe Quidgley. His 6'2" height even towers above defenders, but instead of clearing the ball away from danger, Quidgley's style is to play with his back to goal, keep possession with link-up play, head home the occasional cross, and work in heavy traffic inside the box. However, Quidgley's strengths don't lie solely in his enormous physique. He's also known to rampage forward with the ball and pick out a teammate with a clean pass, contributing as a build-up player as well as a clean finisher. It's these attributes that have helped him succeed at Yeovil Town, where he scored 16 goals in 53 appearances. Magnum and Redbridge, Brandon Comley. The second of the Comley brothers for today's video, and the powerful midfielder has made 13 appearances also for Montserrat. The energetic central midfielder has played for QPR, Carlisle United, Grimsby Town, Colchester United, and Bolton Wanderers. Brandon is a technically gifted midfield player who can build attacks with his range of passing, as well as be dynamic out of possession. Dover Athletic. I was personally surprised that anyone would want to sign for Dover Athletic, considering their predicament of still being on negative numbers and rooted, not a chance of getting out of relegation. And why would you want that on your CV? Well, apparently Dejair Parfit Williams does. And the 25-year-old will boost the attacking options of the team. He featured twice for the West Ham first team against Lusitanos of Andorra in the Europa League qualifiers in 2015, and was an unused substitute in 4 Premier League matches. He was also a member of the Hammers team that won the Under-21s Premier League Cup during the 2015-16 season. West Ham won the first leg of a 2-legged final, 1-0 at home, with Parfit Williams coming off the bench to score the winner. Parfit Williams spent 6 years with the Hammers before making the move to Slovenia, signing for top-flight side NK Rudar Velenje, I don't know how you pronounce that, in February 2018, helping the team to qualify for the Europa League. He then joined Icelandic side Felix in February 2020 and spent 2 years with them before returning to the UK. Eastleigh, Ronan Silva. He's an exciting, confident young midfielder who is exactly the type of player they need to come in and add something extra for the rest of the season. He also shows confidence in front of goal. FC Halifax Town, Zach Dearnley. Coming through the youth ranks of Manchester United as a hungry young attacker before leaving for a life lower down the leagues with a loan spell at Oldham Athletic, then permanently to New Mills before returning permanently to the Latics. You can see Zach's got the making of a centre forward, but will score goals. He's got potential because he will score goals. And so I think he will be playing league football, whether that is with Halifax or whether that's with another club in a matter of years' time. Grimsby Town, Scott Burgess. Burgess can play in the centre or right side of midfield and is known as a creative attacking player, though lacking physical presence. Speaking in May 2019, York City assistant manager Mickey Cummins described him as brave and comfortable on the ball, with good technical and dead ball skills. Kingsland Town, Jack Hickman. He's technically, tactically, physically, and more importantly, mentally now in the right place, coming through a bad place with flying colours. It was something to do with him saying some dodgy stuff about Coventry, some derogatory phrases about his old club, Coventry City. Better skip over that bit, really. But he has a lot of ability for a young player, and now he has the chance to get his career back on track. A Sandwell-born defender who primarily plays as a right back has played for Ashton United, Bromsgrove and Hereford. He's also won promotion with Bolton Wanderers, albeit only making 4 appearances in the league campaign, and he also won the FAI Cup with St Patrick's Athletic. Maidenhead United, Daniel Gaiole. Goalkeeper Gaiole was born in Hungary and graduated from his country's football academy in 2013 before signing for Stoke City in the Premier League. A regular for the club's Premier League 2 and AFL trophy matches, he was an unused substitute for several senior matches before joining Nantwich Town on loan. Following his release from Stoke, he joined Wigan Athletic in the Championship before signing for League One side Peterborough United in July last year. Furthermore, they did actually need a new keeper to replace Rhys Lovett at Maidenhead, so it makes complete sense why they've bought 2 goalkeepers, who I had to toss up between them. They chose Daniel Gaiole in the end. Notts County, Zach Brunt. An attacking midfielder in the mould of a number 10, Brunt likes to get forward and has scored goals for the under-18s and under-23s of a variety of academies, including Derby's, Sheffield United's, both Manchester clubs and Villa. He appeared 11 times for Matlock Town and 10 for Southend United on loan at the start of the season. Solihull Moors, Mark Ellis. Moors have bolstered in the defensive ranks with the signing of experienced Barrow defender Mark Ellis on loan until the end of the season. The 33-year-old has made nearly 475 appearances in all competitions, with a collection of accolades to his name. With Torquay United, he got promoted to the Football League back in 2009. He was a regular at Crewe Alexandra, but won the EFL Trophy in 2012-13. He then moved to Shrewsbury Town and achieved a second-place promotion from League 2 in 2014-15. He was for playoffs of the National League with Notts County in 2020-21, and this season he has been captain of Barrow in a side that has done very well, albeit they are now languishing more towards the bottom of the table, but they did do well at the start of the campaign. He is known for his no-nonsense approach to defending and his attacking threat from set pieces. Southend United, Leon Davis. He comes with great pedigree. He's played 60-plus games for Cambridge and helped them get promoted last season from League 2. A player of his calibre provides healthy competition in the right-back position, and he can also bring his positive attitudes in a club that is underachieving, in my personal opinion. And I'm sure most Southend fans would definitely agree with me. Stockport County, Antoni Sarcevic. In Sarcevic, Stockport will be getting a passionate, driven player who is useful at both ends of the pitch. He often drops deep in order to pick up possession, but tends to thrive predominantly whilst making runs further upfield towards the final third. The former Fleetwood man has an abundance of experience, gaining promotion from League 2, once with the aforementioned Fishermen and twice with Argyle and with Bolton last season. Whilst possessing limited creative ability, he makes up for this through sheer work rate and being a general nuisance for the opposition. He isn't afraid to get into tackles and get himself dirty whilst wearing his heart on his sleeve. A more attack-minded formation allows Sarcevic the opportunity to push forward and increase his attacking influence on the side. Whilst predominantly a central attacking midfielder, the Englishman is also capable of playing in a flat midfield, provided that he is alongside defensive-minded players. Sarcevic contributes plenty to the side, often being the vocal voice on the pitch, hence why he was captain with Bolton last season, and trying to get the extra 10% out of his teammates. His contribution of 10 goals and 6 assists in 46 appearances come at a rate of a goal contribution almost every other game, which speaks for itself in terms of just how important he is. Torquay United, Joe Felix. This lad can reasonably be described as versatile. Felix has played on either flank, right back, or central midfield. His career is hard to pin on as Joe Felix, really, due to João Felix coming up more often in Google, and I'm sure the Torquay fans would like a good joke with his name in that regard. What I do know is that he's 22 and spent his youth career with Fulham and QPR. After leaving Loftus Road in 2019, the youngster went on a whistle-stop tour of the South East non-league football clubs: Woking, Hendon, Hampton Richmond, Maidstone, and then after that really ended up at Billericay Town, for whom he's played 15 times this season. Wealdstone, Nathan Ferguson. Ferguson is able to play as a midfielder, attacking midfielder, or forward, and has pace, power, and skill. He has a non-league reputation, having won the Isthmian League playoffs with Dulwich Hamlet, but he's also played for Grays Athletic, Burton Albion, Billericay Town, Port Vale, Bromley, and Southend United. Weymouth, Tom Blair. Blair is 22, and he has played over 150 games for Dorchester Town, scoring 30 goals and playing 22 times for Eastleigh. He's also played for Salisbury on loan, and he's going to complement the side and bring a lot of pace, directness, and goals. Woking, Jack Rolls. The midfielder joins the Cards, having played for Tottenham Hotspur and Crystal Palace at youth level. He has represented Cyprus at international youth level, as well as Cambridge United, Burton Albion, and Stevenage on loan. Jack is age 22 and was highly thought of at Spurs and was known for his goal-scoring ability from midfield. He also scored 5 goals in 25 appearances for Cambridge. He is a hugely talented player and will add a great deal of guile and craft into the team. And I was going to make the pun of being a Rolls Royce in midfield, but I don't think I will now. Wrexham is Ollie Palmer, the only transfer fee I can actually see being paid for any player in the National League. I think Wrexham have become a bit vilified in non-league, I think it's fair to say, with a massive injection of funds from Hollywood, meaning they can spend in the 6-digit mark of players. But on to Ollie Palmer. Well, with his size, he'll give him a different option in terms of physicality. They have a lot of pace and ability to get in off defenders' shoulders, but they needed more of an authentic target man to play up there. Ollie will only enhance the strike force. He's a great lad and has shown real desire to come here and play a part in what Wrexham fans will all hope will be a successful end to the season. He has non-league experience with Woking, St Albans City, Boreham Wood, Havant Waterlooville, where he was Conference South Player of the Year and Golden Boot winner in 2012-13, and Grimsby Town. But he has also got the Football League experience with Mansfield Town, Leyton Orient, Luton Town, Lincoln City, where he won the EFL trophy and was also in the same competitions team of the tournament. He also played with Crawley Town and AFC Wimbledon. Yeovil Town, final club for today, Ben Barkley. He was a bit down the list of the ones I was looking at. A lot of them seem to have moved on to the other clubs, having only very brief spells with Yeovil. But centre-back Ben is aged 25 and made 31 appearances in all competitions for Accrington last season, including 26 in League One, to help the side to 11th place. This may not seem that good, but this was their highest ever finish in the Football League, so you do have to use it as a sort of balancing act. Earlier this season, he made 11 appearances with Stockport County as well, so he's got the non-league experience. Also capable of playing in midfield, Barkley played in the EFL Cup for Brighton, and in 2019 he made 13 appearances for Notts County in League 2. He is of a great age and profile and represents a coup for the club. He is a calm and composed player with good versatility and will further enhance their options and depth to their squad. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please subscribe if you're new around here. That would be hugely appreciated. I'm visiting Mikolova Royal British Legion, so that's more non-league content for you non-league fans out there. And I'm doing a history of your club on Monday, which don't think it's Sunderland yet. And maybe one or two clubs before there. Let me just check the list because I've got that loaded up somewhere. Unless you're not that bothered, and then that means you can just click off the video. Peterborough United, that's it. Yeah, we're a few weeks away from Sunderland yet, but goodbye for now.